Hello, and welcome back to the 3 Up Moon livestream, everybody. It is Wednesday, June 1st, 2022. Happy Pride Month, everybody. We're doing a second stream today. Earlier, we did an episode of the Retro Roulette, which is what we're doing today as well. And this time we're using the space and sci-fi and alien-themed wheel. So we've got over 700 games that are related to or tied into the theme of space or science fiction or aliens or different planets, that sort of thing. And it's attached to a roulette wheel, and I can spin the wheel at any time. You can spin the wheel at any time. And anytime the wheel is spun, I have to stop what I'm doing and play something else. We start these streams always with an initial spin, and our initial spin gets us Space Megaforce, which is a 1992 Super Nintendo game. So we'll be starting with Space Megaforce. And I just want to say thanks to everyone who's hanging out. I really appreciate it. The lag is going to sort itself out. I'm not sure why it's happening. It has something to do with the background music here, which sucks, because I want to be able to play background music. Hey Dorama, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the raid, by the way. Also, thank you to Bent130 for the raid. It happened right after we raided Havoc. We raided RDM Havoc, and then Bent130 raided us with 13 people. Really appreciate the support. Sometimes the timing doesn't work out, but I appreciate that you chose to share your community over here. And we were all hanging out in Havoc stream for a little bit. But yeah, we're going to start with Space Megaforce on the Super Nintendo. And yep, this is part 12 of the space and alien and sci-fi themed Retro Roulette series on my YouTube channel. If you're watching right now, you're probably watching as part of the playlist. You can go back and check out the previous episodes. And yeah, if you're watching live right now, thank you so much. I also want to just say thanks to a few more people. Thank you to Pepe Paco for the recent follow. Thank you to Legend of Figaro for the raid yesterday. I really appreciate that. Julintendo, Beat Every Game, and Honkel Fucho. Thank you for the recent follows as well. Now, it turns out that Discord finally added text chat to video channels. That's huge for my work because that's a big... it'll just save us a lot of time explaining things to people, which is great because I do a lot of work in Discord and in terms of community building. And also for my personal channel, if you're not a member of Moon Space Zone, we do a lot of cartoon streams, retro cartoon streams, that sort of thing. And also I'm going to be messing around with more like itch.io games, like using the randomizer, which is a lot of fun, where it just serves you different games constantly. And there's a lot of really cool projects there. So just for fun, we're going to do more Discord-only live streams. So if you want to be part of that, head over there. And yeah, in just a second, you will see Space Megaforce. Stick around. Hello everyone. You should be able to see me and see the game. Welcome to the stream. Happy Wednesday. Here we go.
Megaforce, presented by Toho.
Ooh, I like the Streets of Rage style music already. Okay, hopefully that's not too loud. I have no idea. Is this going to be a shoot 'em up? Excuse me. Wow. That was completely unnecessary to be on the mic. Oh, that's one way to start. Tricky, wild. What? What? There's no hierarchy. What's tricky in comparison to hard, in comparison to wild, in comparison to hyper? That's weird. Break time? This is break time? What is happening? Ugh. This is trippy. What did we just stumble upon? It's like a pixel art viewer. I'm literally just holding right and tapping down slowly on the D-pad. So you get the slow zoom out. What is this? Oh my god! It really is a Megaforce. Going to the one place not corrupted by capitalism. Space! There's no music while this is happening too, which is just even more eerie. All I'm doing is just messing with the D-pad. Up, down, different things. Pretty funny. Oh. B and A and X and Y do stuff too, of course. That's funny. Okay, now get me out of here. Get me out of here. Do you just have to reset? That's even more crazy.
Space Megaforce, presented by Toho.
You don't want to go down there.
That was such an odd mode. Wow. Sorry, excuse me, I'll be right back. My apologies if you're wearing headphones, that was awful.
Breakfast.
Okay. Sorry, folks. Okay. Sorry about that. Tojiko-san, welcome to the stream. How's it going? I am doing well, yes. We just gotta restart this from the beginning. I'm playing some Space Megaforce. This is my first time playing this, and we just got this in our first spin. Oop, that was our bomb. So definitely a lot more like Galaga or Galaxian vibes. Whereas the last game we played, Thunder Force or Lightning Force, was a little more like Parodius or Gradius. Ooh. You're doing well? Nice. Can we get a shout out for Tojiko-san as well? This one definitely isn't as intuitive as the last one we were playing. Thunder Force. But there's a reason why there's a bunch of Thunder Force games. Apparently Thunder Force 6 is on PlayStation 2. So I don't normally like laser weapons in games, but this is a pretty decent one. Looks more like a Dragon Ball Z Ki Blast. Final Flash! And we got an orbital. Always down with orbitals.
Multi-direction shot.
Hell yeah. Multi-direction shot, indeed. No.
Power shot.
This is pretty neat, though. I've definitely played a ton of games in this style. I mean, even 1942 I kind of dug, the old arcade one. But this one is pretty well put together. You just have to get into the vibe of like how the flow of the game and the rhythm, the speed and pace of the scrolling and stuff. Once you get into that pocket.
Multi-direction shot.
This is neat. I'm gonna just there we go. I hope that it's running okay, like that the frame rate looks okay. It looks a little bit choppy, and I hope that this fixes it. What I just did here.
Laser.
Special beam cannon.
Multi-direction shot. Missile. Multiple shot.
Missile. Multiple shot. Rocket launcher. What's up, Collector? How's it going? I'm playing another shmup, actually. I mean, a lot of the space-themed games, to be fair, are shooting games. They're shooters. This one's actually really fun. At first, I wasn't really digging it. Like, just when you compare it with Lightning Force, which I was just playing, or Thunder Force, you're gonna, probably lean towards Thunder Force. But this is a lot of fun. You just gotta look at them separately. I like these little orbitals too. Now we got multi-shots, and they kind of follow our phantom trail or our ghost trail. Like wherever we go, they go.
Multiple shots.
That's neat. Very centipede vibes. Let's go. As long as there's no spiders, I'm happy.
Laser.
Got the trident now. Mm-hmm.
Missile. Circle.
Ho ho. It's got good music too.
Multi-direction shot.
Ooh.
Missile. Power shot.
Ho ho. We got the Mega Man charge. Let's go. Let's go. That's awesome.
Right.
This is probably my favorite though. The orbitals that follow you like this.
Scatter shot.
Does anybody know if there's a game like this that is a roguelike and different every time you play it? Because that would be neat.
Multiple shots.
Right, because you could have completely different builds of weapons every single time. That'd be so awesome. Or if there's a randomizer of a game like this, of a shoot 'em up randomizer, that'd be awesome. It's not just, you know, enough to have the idea, you gotta to actualize it. That's the key. Excuse me. Ooh, I like this game over music. Let me do some shout outs here for Tojiko-san and Mighty Collector. If you're not following them, go give them a follow. Also, let me know if the volume is okay. Yeah, let's just dive into this here. Boom. Start from checkpoint, it's not a bad idea. Some of these enemies remind me of Giru from Dragon Ball GT, the super annoying robot. Or I guess Gil would be one of the other translations in the dub.
Power shot.
Oh. Whoa. That was a wild weapon. Is that the shatter shot or the scatter shot? Yeah, what is this? Oh, that's awesome. When it hits, it shoots backwards. It scatters missiles. Cool. Yeah, that's really neat. Right, if you're gonna have introduce a new weapon, you might as well make it interesting. Volume seems perfect, not too loud, but you can hear it. Okay, awesome. Thank you. This charge shot idea is awesome too. Shit, Josh. Here's an interesting question for the chat or the YouTube comments. If you could come up with one weapon for a shoot 'em up like this, like a top-down shooter or a side-scrolling shooter, kind of like Parodius or Gradius, that doesn't already exist, what would be a unique weapon idea that you'd like to see in a game like this? It might already exist. Who knows? There's tons of games in this genre, right? So. Ho-ho.
Multiple.
Multiple.
Breakfast.
Right. That is multiple shots.
Damn you.
Circle.
Yes. Come on, let's go.
Multi-direction jump.
Hell yeah. I hunger. I don't know what he said, but something anyway. Oh. Absolutely crushed. Yep.
I'll remember this!
Oh, we got destroyed. Daryl, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the second stream of the day. We did earlier some space-themed games. Obi-Wan Kenobi's Adventure on Game Boy Color. Lightning Force, a really cool side-scrolling shoot-'em-up. And this is now another episode of space and sci-fi games. It's the first game of the night. I hope you're having an awesome Wednesday. Probably sitting down to some dinner.
Scatter shot.
Scatter shot. This is the coolest weapon so far, in my opinion, that we've encountered. Oh. But yeah, I hope you're doing well.
Multiple shots.
Made some chicken bacon tortellini with pesto and spinach and walnuts and Parmesan cheese for dinner for my partner and I. Oh,
Circle.
circle. The circle just reminds me of the Xbox logo. How many Xbox logos can we get?
Multi-direction jump.
Shit. 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 Can't forget that I have the bombs.
Multiple shots.
Ho ho ho.
Laser.
Got the special beam cannon, and we got beamed ourselves. Goddamn. So it does create checkpoints for you. This is us starting from a checkpoint. We just gotta get to the next one. You're just hanging and making a salad and fries. Nice. We're just hanging and making a salad and fries. A salad and fries.
Laser.
Did I take the high ground? I decided to just start from the very beginning of this stage instead of that checkpoint. I feel like we had good good mojo going on. By starting from the beginning, you know? You kind of want to build that momentum up. But yeah, a game like this with roguelike vibes, with different weapon builds, would be so cool. Where it had unique look to each stage, unique enemies every single time you play.
Power shot.
Unique power-ups and bosses. Oh, got ourselves a spun salad, because you guys are making a salad. That makes a lot of sense. So let's do it. Let's spin the wheel. This is our first wheel spin of the night from Stegosaurus McCartney. So what we're going to do is we've got 735 games in the list that are all space and alien and sci-fi themed. We're spinning and it's landing on game number 680. Let's see. Did I take the high ground in reference to the Ben Kenobi game? Unfortunately, no. We just climbed through a bunch of vents. We did have the ability to lift droids up and toss them with our force powers, and also use like a blaster, and use the lightsaber to reflect blasts back at droids, which was kind of cool, and it was isometric, but it was clearly a very rushed... it wasn't as janky as you'd think, but it was clearly a very rushed licensed game. Ben Kenobi, he's that kid's baseball coach or something. Was it? There's no crying in Jedi baseball. Where are we here? Okay, 680. Bad News Wookiees. $680 is Astro Boy Omega Factor on the Game Boy Advance. Let's check that one out. I think it's a beat 'em up actually, a side-scrolling beat 'em up, which we've been playing a lot of. So that's what's up next. I'm a big fan of Osamu Tezuka's anime, and just some of the manga is probably some of my favorite stuff. The animated TV show, and you know, you can take it or leave it for some of that stuff like Kimba, the White Lion, and Astro Boy. But I really, really like the manga, and his style on paper is really unique. So, won't be long. Stick around. Now, if this is the same game I'm thinking of, I've heard this game kind of compared by a few people to Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure, which I've talked about many times as being one of my favorite beat-em-ups on the Game Boy Advance. It's a really, really cool game, and you can beat it multiple times and unlock... Oh, wow. Sorry about that. A bunch of things fell. My God. That was so clumsy of me. 1 second here. You can beat it multiple times, and you can totally unlock all this really cool stuff as you go along. So just 1 sec. Am I alright? I'm alright. I just am clumsy and dropped some stuff. It's all good. It's me over here, Astro Boy. I'm just clumsy. It won't be long. No, it just takes a second. Okay. So volume-wise, I think we're going to be good. And I think you should be able to hear me. I'm also going to just bring this down here, and we're good to go. Sega. You can see me too. And Treasure. Ooh, interesting. So developed by Treasure. I don't know at what point they developed this, but they also worked on, of course, Gunstar Heroes, which we played in its entirety on stream. Mischief Makers, they're really well known to have made. The McDonald's Treasureland Adventure game on Genesis. The Boss Rush game, Dynamite Heady, we played. And also Wario World on the GameCube. Very neat. Sega, Sony, Jesus, everybody. I wonder what that means by in cooperation with Treasure. Did they steal it from Treasure? Character list. Astro. That's it. Oh. A super robot powered by a 100,000 horsepower engine. Uses his 7 forces to fight for justice. That's it. That's all we got. They made a European-only Tiny Toons Game Boy Advance game that's supposed to feel kind of like this one too. Interesting. Interesting. So it's potentially a beat 'em up, similar to Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure. I would totally play a Tiny Toons beat 'em up. I was mentioning earlier that there is also a Metroidvania in the last stream I was talking about it. There's a Game Boy Advance Metroidvania that's themed around the Nightmare Before Christmas, and you have like a frog gun. You play as Jack Skellington, and it feels like the Castlevania Game Boy games, and Metroid Zero Mission and stuff like that. A lot of weird stuff on the GBA in terms of the licensed game world, and a lot of stuff that, like, arguably, even if they didn't have the license, would be just a fine game. I'm sure a lot of these companies were working on this stuff already, developing something really cool that felt good in some of these cases, and then they just happened to get a chance to license a property. It's like, well, let's go for it. Let's make it awesome. Normal. Let's go. I gotta check out that Tiny Toons game. Tobio! Oh, my son, how could this be? Open your eyes, Tobio. Please, my boy. SpongeBob, me boy. I won't let you die like this. Not if I can help it. This is very Full Metal Alchemist vibes. I'll do everything I can to bring you back. I'll do better than that. I'll make you better than human. Tiny Toon Adventures Buster's Bad Dream. Okay. I'll check that out. Oh, so you're finally awake now, Mega Man. Oh, sorry. I'm Dr. Light. I'm here on behalf of your father. I'm sure you're a little disoriented. Why don't you just sit and listen? I'll go over your basic functions, okay? How does that sound? If you already know the basics and want to proceed, press start. Okay, let's begin. Why don't we try walking first? This is a neat little visual. This background here. Yeah, this is 100% like a Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure in feel, even in like the floatiness of the character. I'm super down. Cool. Can we still request games? I don't do the viewer request nights anymore, but feel free to, if you want to request a game or suggest a game, totally. Oh, okay. A super limited North American release actually did exist for that Tiny Toons game. It's just not called Buster's Bad Dream, it's called Scary Dreams. Cool. To use your jets, press the control pad and A button while airborne. This is kind of like a Wario Land style tutorial. I'm down with that. Oh, I getcha. After pressing the A button to jump, press the control pad to position yourself before you land. Now let's try the B button. You can punch with the B button. Punch and destroy the enemies ahead to reach the next target. But they're so cute! Alright, good job. You'll see numbers that increase as you fight the number of neurons in your electronic brain. Humans call this experience. We'll call it your score for easier reference. First, just concentrate on surviving, but later, try to get the highest score that you can. It gets recorded. Let's practice firing the finger laser. The finger laser. Press the B button and up on the control pad simultaneously to fire. The finger laser is more effective as a long-range attack, so make your way to the next target by using your finger laser. There we go. I like the lighting effect they did there. Cool stuff. Is that old olive oil giving you advice? Yeah. Grandpa olive oil. I would not use that old olive oil if you're on your salad. That's all I have to say. Use the fresh stuff. Holy shit. That is satisfying. Yep. Very neat. They look identical. Look at the top bar of the screen. Or top center of the screen for a bar when I'm done talking. You'll notice that the bar fills up as you pinch your enemies. What am I... Did I forget how to read? You can fire a machine gun with L. To X dash, press A and B simultaneously. It consumes X power. Holy shit, that's amazing. That's our super. That was the machine gun. That's the X dash. And this is the arm cannon. Incredible. Okay, those are some awesome moves. That's how you start a game. That's it for your bodily functions. Now let's talk about your soul. Inside of you is the Omega Factor, which acts as a soul. This unique feature is what separates you from other robots. Come closer, Mega Man. What? You're using that as lyrics. Is that old olive oil giving you advice? That's a great... that is a great series of lines. Oh, it is her. Dr. O'Shea. Dr. Olive Oil Shea. Okay, so we unlocked Dr. O'Shea. Oh, this is neat. I'm behind this 100%. Very nice, exactly. Whew. I think let's go with shot. Why not? Yep. We'll power up our mega shot there, a machine gun. You see that? That's your Omega Factor. It's your soul. My image has just been imprinted on your young soul. Souls develop with each new encounter to imagine it is exposed, or to an image it is exposed to. Wait, what? So each time you meet someone new, their image gets imprinted on your soul, filling up your Omega Factor. So whatever you do, keep this in mind, Astro. Meet as many people as you can, humans, robots, those who are strong, those who are weak. Be they good or bad, whoever they may be. When your Omega Factor is filled up, your soul will strengthen. Its capacity is greater than any human's. You may have seen this screen before, right? Your strength is restricted right now. It's far too dangerous for you to use your full strength yet. You'll gradually be able to unlock more of your Omega Factor with time. In other words, you'll be able to unlock your true potential and power up. Here's what you can power up, starting from the top. Life. Punch increases attack strength. Laser increases the power of your armed cannon. Shot. Machine gun, like I thought. Jets. Number of times you can use your jet. And the ability to see and hear becomes greater. Find and meet as many people as you can. You may not be able to power up even if you meet certain people, but this is because you still have not come to understand them 100% yet. The souls of some people in this world are very complicated. These people appear as a question mark in your Omega Factor. This is a clue that you need a better understanding for that soul. Fill in the question mark and you'll eventually learn to understand them. Once these spaces are understood, they'll become exclamation marks. This will help you know who you still have left to find. Cool. Oh my god, it's Shaggy. Ultra Instinct Shaggy. I'm loving the Nimbus. You know all the basics, now let me introduce you to my assistant Shaggy. He's a student, but he can guide you in areas that I can't. Nice to meet you. That should work. Yeah, I don't know why that didn't work. Are the sound effects working?
Oh.
Yeah, weird. I'm not sure why that didn't work. There you go. So many mighty collectors. Gotta collect them all. Astro Boy. Shaggy. Buzz off. Game. Enter, enter. I like the little green bows. These enemies kind of remind me of characters from... They remind me of the Axum Rangers from Super Mario RPG, but they also kind of remind me of like characters from Dig Dug, like the original Dig Dug, which is kind of nice. Cute little fighters. Sega. We do have a Sega sound effect if you want to drop it in there. Shag, it wasn't me. It reminds you of the Bomberman characters, totally. Like in Super Bomberman and stuff like that. This is pretty neat. It doesn't feel as intuitive to me as the Dragon Ball Z one, but I really like the Dragon Ball Z one, and I've played a lot of it, so I just think that I just gotta play a little bit more of this. Tuna! That's funny. Just gotta get used to it. Same with Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. My first 2 runs of that on the Switch when I just picked it up recently. Whew. Not doing well. You son of a... And there's a bunch of colors. What are these little bees? Gria. Oh, Gaia. Gaia states. There's definitely way more nuance to how you can move around in this that I don't get right now. We'll eventually figure it out. Oh my god. Now that's using your ass. Who the hell's that? I'm Alejo. I can't believe it. You're a robot. A robot. That's amazing. Wow, I didn't expect to see anyone here. I grew up around here, so I know this area like the back of my hand. I'll be cheering for you. Good luck. Okay, thanks. Neat. Let's go with laser. We've been using it a lot, so I feel like that makes sense. Yeah. Ah, I keep using the wrong buttons. Laser actually upgrades our arm cannon too, that's neat. But you only have so many supers, right? I don't want to be wasting them. So, we were talking about this in the last couple streams. For me, personally, what makes a great beat 'em up? Good music? Yeah. They got it down. It's nothing to write home about, but it keeps the action going. I feel satisfaction when you impact enemies, like when you actually make your moves. Even, look, there's not even an enemy here. And just through the sound and the animation and the combination of moves, I already feel super satisfied as a player. So that's a checkbox there too. Interesting and weird visuals / enemy designs. They got it. And there's something about this that makes it unique, plus it has specials, because specials are what it's all about. The ability to change your weapons and stuff like that. Super down with that. And it does stand out because you've got this like jetpack ability. You've got 3 specials, so that's pretty unique for beat 'em ups, really. And it's an RPG in that you can, you know, we can build our stats up. It's pretty interesting. Can you regain a super? Yeah, totally. So we just had 4 there. So you'll see the experience underneath so there's life at the top in blue, and then there's like the other bar underneath. That's the same color as the super, the green. So yeah, I just earned 1. As we fight enemies, it builds up the experience, and then as we build that bar up, it gives us more. So it's kind of cool in that way. It's very, very similar to the way the key blasts work and how you earn and charge energy in the Dragon Ball game, Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure. Although you can, because it is Dragon Ball Z, you can just hold a combination of buttons and charge it. I guess I could use more of these supers. There's no need for me not to. Right? Oh yeah, I saw that. That is to say, I seen it. And scene. Oh, are you filming a movie here? No. I just wanted to let people know out loud that thing over there, I seen it. I just had to declare that out loud. Oh, okay. Oh, dudes. I mean, they look like cute little cartoon characters, but you kinda dicks. Kinda being a dick. ass blasted. Oh, what? I appreciate the Pac-Man-like sound effects when we die, but... The sound effects too, when you hit them and they bounce off each other, how the notes, like the subtle sound design, the notes actually like increase. So it'll be like dum 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 dum. That's pretty cool. You just got different notes in the scale. Oh, I might have gone back a little too far. Yep, much too far. It's not good. None of your business. You don't want none of this, honey. Directional Joy, welcome. Welcome to the stream. A combo like pinging sound as you attack should be added to a 2D fighter for air juggling. Totally. Oh, that would be so satisfying. It's amazing how something so subtle, right? It's a very, very simple sound design technique can make or break the experience of the game. You know, maybe not break, but it can really make. That would be such a cool idea, right? You're air juggling the opponent, and then if you can get that combo going, it's just like boom, 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 boom. Even if it was like a subtle thing where like you hit the opponent and then they're like ugh, and then that goes up in tone through the scale. So it's like that would be such a cool idea. It'd be so neat, and if you made it really subtle, right? Like even if it just went up in semitones, that'd be such a cool thing. And it would actually like make you want to. It would definitely inspire you to get better at juggling and get those combos, not just because you want to, you know, keep that opponent in the air. But it's kind of like, you know, those little moments in Mario Galaxy where the rainbow music notes appear, and then you can when you collect them, it plays like the Mario theme song. It'll be like dun 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 as you collect each note. Simple idea, but very satisfying to the point that it's a completely unnecessary collectible. But I stop for them every time. It would definitely fit in clay fighters for sure. Yeah, definitely. So I'm not one who grew up a lot with like I'm more about beat 'em ups really. I grew up with more beat 'em ups, but 1v1 arcade fighters I've been enjoying them more recently. But I grew up with I had Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 on the Genesis. So those are the main ones. Didn't really play a lot of Street Fighter. We recently played and beat the Tournament Fighters on Genesis, which was a lot of fun. The TMNT game. But yeah, definitely a really neat idea for a fighter. I played a little bit of Clay Fighter. I've always wanted to play Clay Fighter 64. It's supposed to. Some people have said it's better. I don't know. I played a little bit of Clay Fighter, but it felt a little too janky for me. It always felt janky control-wise, but really unique game, and I like the character designs in it. As a fan of classic cartoons, stop-motion animation, claymation, and also like Halloween and like horror aesthetic and stuff, there's some pretty cool designs. We got this. We got this. Our life, holy shit. There's no way to heal in this, eh? Justice. Evil, tenderness. Oh, these are the aspects of the soul. Braveness. So we didn't save after talking to that kid, Alejo, unfortunately, so we actually just have the 2. Am I looking forward to Shredder's Revenge? Absolutely. I can't wait to play that multiplayer. I got a Switch set up for streaming on the Switch as well. I'm really excited for the Cowabunga bundle, which should have been called the Cowa bundle, but I still can't wait to be able to play some multiplayer online TMNT 2. I only recently discovered TMNT 2 through this like similar series with animal games and creature games, and one of my coworkers actually grew up with it, and it's one of their like favorite games, and a bunch of our followers have played it. I'd love to play with other people and go through that game multiplayer, but Shredder's Revenge having the original voice actors is going to be awesome. The original animated cast, and the fact that you can play as Splinter. I always really liked Splinter. Me and my cousins growing up, you know, had the action figures and stuff, and I had a Splinter action figure, and I always thought that was cool. But it's neat that that's like, you know, you can play as Rocksteady and Bebop, and is Casey Jones going to be playable? I don't know. I wonder. The Cow Bundle, a pizza history. I love that. That's great. Oh. Just get fried over here. There we go. Whoa. Right about now. So punch these spiders. Check it out now. We'll punch these spiders. Yes. This is a very satisfying game, though. Another great beat-em-up that we played very recently that I really enjoyed was The King of Dragons. It's a Capcom game from '91. Originally an arcade fighter, side-scrolling beat-em-up with basically sort of like a fantasy D&D aesthetic. You could be a dwarf, a cleric, a wizard, an elf. Oh shit, man. Man. Come on, man. I just picked up Scott Pilgrim vs. the World as well on the Switch. Haven't done any streaming of it yet, but I'm excited for that as well. Love me some beat-em-ups. Son of a... No, wrong one. As a kid, you turned in your Kool-Aid points for a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles skateboard. Oh, shit. So we recently played Follow the Foot Clan, which was neat. That's on the original Game Boy. I also played Hyperstone Heist and beat that on stream as well. We haven't beaten Turtles in Time on stream, but that was the one I played the most when I was younger, and the first NES one. But I only recently discovered that 2 and 3, I thought they were just the same as the first one, so I just really never dove into it, but I didn't realize that they were so deeply connected to Turtles in Time and the arcade games and stuff like that. Yeah, Scott Pilgrim is super fun. It has the same things I was talking about, like it's got unique music, it's got its own mechanics that make it unique, and also it's got the dash, which you've got here. That was another thing I left out in explaining why I like this so much. A good beat-em-up needs to have all those things. But I really like Scott Pilgrim. I'm also, like, I used to live in Toronto and from that area, so it's cool to see a lot of those stages, like, remade. Like, Sneaky D's was a place that I used to go all the time for breakfast. I'd go to a show at night or play a show at night and then go for a Mexican breakfast the next day. Honest Ads, all those places, classic places. And actually, yeah, you're saying just started Blaster Master Zero yourself, but you haven't played the original. I only just found out that they existed. I thought there was only one of them, but I hadn't realized that the company that made it actually has a full trilogy, which is awesome. And my buddy Tyson used to be adamant that, you know, he had to beat the original Blaster Master and the original first Metroid. And actually, in the last stream, literally earlier today, we played the prototype from 1988 of the original NES Blaster Master 1. I really enjoyed it. And we did a little wiki dive on the Blaster Master Zero series. It looks really neat. And I like that every game is described with one sentence to start the description. Each one of them. It says, this game is designed to play and feel like the NES game, the NES original. And even as they go into number 2 and 3, it's still described as that as the first sentence. So that's a really nice, that's a good sign. So I'm excited about it, because I didn't really like, so Blaster Master 2 existed on the Genesis. I didn't really like where they went with that. But very fun games, especially being able to jump out of the tank to upgrade your tank. And you can also upgrade your gun separately as well. It's just a neat vibe. Yeah, the film is nice. I haven't read the graphic novel in a long time. I read it a long time ago. But yeah, the film plucks at your NES heartstrings. Nice. I got the same NES heartstrings. Something's happening. Oh, Shaggy. That was it. Blaster Master was on the Genesis. Yeah, just, it was a sequel. They made a sequel. It's kind of supposed to be like the first one, but it didn't really feel 100% like it. Check it out, though. You can see screenshots of it and stuff. You truly are a special robot. Magnemite is still at us, and so is Coughing and Ekans. It made the robots go out of control. There's another boss. Alright, I'll take it out. Wato Chiyoko. I like the RPG elements to this. Holy shit. Now that's a Pokemon. It's got like a butthole mouth, watch out. You're not saying the film was A+, but you just think it taps into what gamers want on screen more than most video game films? Yeah, I think definitely, because it's more about the characters that are gamers. I feel like, and obviously the person who put it together is a gamer, I think it's more of a movie about gamers for gamers. And I think it's really cool that a really fun game came out of that as well, which is neat. But 100%. I feel like if a game is based on a video game, maybe start thinking about how gamers want to see their movies. I feel like Sonic 2, I'm excited to see that. I haven't seen it, but I feel like Sonic 1 did a decent job. You know, we're getting some okay video game movies out there. I didn't mind Warcraft. It was okay. Oh, what? That's disgusting. Trying to swap me. Hell no. Oh. What was that hurt? Shut up. Oh, son of a... No! Come on. Yeah, of course you can get squished through the top as well, too. Damn, Treasure did a good job with this. I'm not giving Sega the credit. You don't get the credit, Sega. Sorry. No. No. Treasure did a good job, even though it said in collaboration. No, it said in cooperation with Treasure. Sega, no. Bad Sega. I'm also not giving the credit to Sony. What's crazy is that this is actually a licensed game tied into specifically a movie that came out, the animated CG Astro movie. I think it's ironic that a mix of real-time and past bugs... Oh, the mix of real-time and past bugs some Assassin's Creed players, yet it would be the best formula for a film, yet they instead kept the film trapped in one age. Yeah, it's kind of funny how, especially with movies, like, there might have been a good script at one point, or somebody who, like, was a fan, and then that stuff gets passed around so much. Kind of a shame, because I'd love to see, like, a really cool, well-done Castlevania thing. I didn't mind the Netflix show. It's not terrible, but it's not what I wanted. And Dracula's Curse, like Castlevania 3, is what it's all based off of, is the NES game. And that was the first Castlevania game that I played. And also one of my favorites, so it should appeal to me more, but it didn't. I guess I just wanted something else from a Castlevania game. There's so much potential, right? Right at the butt. Dude, what a waste of time. It's funny to see games try to be like films, and that films don't grab the film aspects from the games. Yeah, exactly. Oh, it does tell you the health at the bottom. I was like, it's not even going to tell me the health of this boss. No. My lord. How do you... Have I played many Treasure games? Yep, we did Gunstar Heroes, and played that in its entirety, actually, and beat it. I played Mischief Makers I rented a long time ago. A long time ago. And then I also grew up with the, played the Treasureland Adventure game, the McDonald's one, because my cousin had it. So when we went over to to my one cousin's house. They only had a handful of Sega Genesis games, and that was one of them. Damn you. Really makes you wish you could zoom the screen out further watching this. Yeah, totally. But also, there's a testament to when a developer can actually pull off good design within the limitations of the screen. Like, especially with Game Boy games. Fuck that. Fuck. Oh, come on. Games now would have a big red warning arrow showing where the boss is landing. Totally. Well, he's landing where I'm standing. That's the thing. Come on. Yes. No. Oh, it's possible. Oh my lord. One swift butt punch. Holy shit. That was insane. That was insane. We got so lucky with that slide. Oh my god. Having a hard time with Magnemite? Yo, fuck off. Looks like we need to evolve. So somebody is a fan of Pokemon. Who are you? I'm Atlas. I'm Proto Man, and you must be Mega Man. That's why okay, so that moment is exactly why every beat 'em up needs the dash. It's not just to be able to double tap or like body check an enemy. You can dash in Double Dragon 1 or Double Dragon 2. Pro strats over here. Thanks. Thank you for the follow as well, Directional Joy. I appreciate it. Do you stream as well? Yeah, that's crazy. Whew. It's a well-designed game though, and it's challenging, and it makes you want to push forward and get better at it, and it tells you the story of this Astro Boy movie, which it does the job of what it's supposed to do. It keeps you engaged and it tells the story. I think that's what that Dragon Ball game does. Same thing. It tells you the story of the Dragon Ball manga, that unfolds, and you get to not miss out on anything really, but you get to also be part of it in a fun experience. So let's see what kind of evolving we can bring to the table here. And of course, anyone can spin the wheel at any time, so we can keep playing this for a bit, or we can get another space-themed game. Cruciform Island. I like that. That's really neat. Replay value cannot be understated. Oh, totally. With Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure 2, it has a ton of replay value because you can unlock all the enemies eventually as playable characters, so you can play as a pterodactyl. Got this Mario Party as shit music right here. Hold on, let me figure out the rules to the minigame. Police detective or Hitler in disguise? That's all I'm gonna say. Oh. Many accidents have been occurring over the Pacific Ocean. They all involve aircraft melted by high temperatures. We'd investigate, but we can't get near the site because of the heat. We could use your help. I heard you can handle heat up to 900 degrees. Okay, this is just like Metal Slug Advance, which we just played and beat recently, and Dragon Ball Advance Adventure. It's got these little flying segments. It makes sense that they would do this. With Dragon Ball, you're on the Nimbus. Neat. You were thinking Kirby yourself. Nice. Totally. Similar vibes. Definitely. Love me some Kirby music. So I'm not normally good at shoot-em-ups, but we've been getting a lot of shoot-em-ups recently. I wouldn't call this a shoot-em-up, but the last couple of games have been shoot-em-ups. Ooh. That's tough. Yep. With the laser, it sort of gives me vibes of this one WarioWare boss stage on the Game Boy Advance game. Yep. Metal Slug, you were the only kid with a Neo Geo Pocket Color in your area, but it felt so special. Nice. Yeah, so I haven't really played I played like a couple minutes here and there with a friend a long time ago of some of the Metal Slug games, but I haven't really played any of them like in full. And Metal Slug Advance is actually only 5 stages, but they're decently long. I thought it was going to be... My expectation was that it was just going to be a port of Metal Slug 1, like most something advanced games were just Super Nintendo ports, you know. But it wasn't. I was pleasantly surprised. There was new characters. We played as Tyra, and there was Walter. Had a ton of unlockables, and it was a lot of fun. Definite big recommend. Because I guess because it's handheld, they made it like with much less content, like less stages, but I think that works in its favor. Damn you. This guy must be the boss. Holy shit! Look at his health at the bottom. We're doing nothing to him. Whoa. That's wild. Oh, nice. You were playing some Vice City, heck yeah. Butt cannons deploy. Butt cannons to the left of me. Butt cannons to the right of me. Rafael de la Astro. It is a slow burn boss battle, eh? Oh, son of a... Okay, so with 3 of those, we're able to almost drain his entirety of his health. There's 1 second. Butt cannons. It's like a 90s or early 2000s like corporate boss yelling at his employee that just always is a nuisance to him. Butt cannons. I told you it's Buchanan. You're pronouncing it wrong. Butt cannon. Okay, so the best, we do the most damage this way. And then we earn another one. Damn. Good. Shit. Son of a bitch. Butt cannons. Metal Slug was also a comedic stance on war compared to the competition. It makes you think of the GTA Saints Row slant. Oh, totally. Saints Row is like basically a satire of it. I could see that, especially with finding out, you know, the origins of like what causes the enemies and their motivations, or like what motivates the enemies in the Metal Slug series. Yeah, that was the worst time to say it. Look how close we were to doing it. Damn. Am I in Moon Doom mode again? I think I am. Yeah, Moon Doom mode, where I get down to the point where I just don't pay attention, then I bring it down to only having 1 hit left. It's not quite Oko mode, it's like self-inflicted Oko mode. No, is it... Oh my. You're gonna start me from the beginning? Sons of bitches. I will say, Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure gives you a lot more healing opportunities. I'm just using all my supers, just why not? Hot cannons! Yeah, nope. God damn. Oh. we're in Moon Doom mode again. Nothing I could have done there. Yeah, there's literally nothing we can do here. Looking at Sony having Spider-Man and Wolverine as AAA games, what do you think the odds are of Marvel vibing with indie developers too? You could totally see an Iron Man game with 2D combat. 3D has not done it favors. Is there an Iron Man game? Is there an Iron Man Game Boy Advance game? No, I think there's a couple of beat-em-ups that feature Iron Man. They're like Avengers arcade stuff or Super Nintendo ones, but I don't know. Don't know if there's an Iron Man. I'm curious actually now. Iron Man 2D game. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, this is basically the Karate Kid to Iron Man being Rocky, you know? Astro Boy is just like Iron Man for kids. Not that Iron Man isn't for kids. Good old Cyborg Downey Jr. Definitely being able to like punch and kick and not just being stuck to flight is something I miss already. So I don't know if that's amazing game design. I might say that's a bit of a misstep to change it up so quickly. There's just no continues. Astro Boy, Spy Kids, Iron Man is Desperado. Damn. So what is Inspector Gadget El Mariachi? Butt cannons. You gotta be the circle to do the butt cannons. We're just gonna spin around the screen because you know what's happening, folks. We're spinning. We're gonna play a different game and switch it up. Let's do it. Just gonna end up. Okay, I guess we're not gonna die. There we go. Okay, we're spinning the wheel and landing on game number 244. There's 700 in the list. They're all related to space or science fiction or aliens in some way. Let's see what it is. Oh, 244 is A Boy and His Blob on the NES. Trouble on Blobolonia. Interesting. Very different, almost like a point-and-click adventure type of game. It does not take. I don't know. I'm gonna spin again. I like this game. I actually really do like this game because I owned it as a kid. But it's not matching the vibe. So I'm gonna do that. I imagine that it is a license issue, but it kills you that it's not been released digitally from a dude clutching his Wii U. Well, let's see. Let's spin it. Spin it and win it. Give it a second spin. 601. Let's see. 601 is SpaceNet Cosmo Neo on the Game Boy Color. Interesting. Okay. Stick around for that. SpaceNet Cosmo Neo. Up next. Oh, is there a remake? Ouch, that'll be a toughie. I like the remake of Blob, but I can't go back to the OG. Is there a remake of A Boy and His Blob? What? Okay, I think we have to spin again, only just because I realized, so SpaceNet Cosmo Neo is really cool. It's a 2001 Game Boy Color game, but it's all in Japanese. It hasn't been fan translated. I normally try to make sure they're fan translated just so I can read it, because I don't read Japanese. But we're going to just spin it to go to another game. But it looks really interesting, actually. Definitely worth checking out. SpaceNet Cosmo Neo. All right, 521 is our next spin here. Okay, let's see. It's another Game Boy Color one. So let me just make sure that it is something that is playable. One sec. We've got homebrew projects and prototypes of stuff in here too. So there's sometimes unfinished stuff, which I'm happy to play as well. Okay, so that also is actually that's a Chinese translation of a RPG, kind of Dragon Warrior like RPG. Alien Torch Badge was the name of it. Hilarious name. It just could be a mistranslation or something. But let's keep it going, because keep spinning until we find something that we can play. Sometimes we run into this in some of these wheels as well too that I've put together. But as we go along, I'm fixing these as well. I'm kind of tweaking them. Okay, so 421, which is going to be Space Invaders on the Super Famicom. Have we played this one yet? We played a few. The very first game as part of this series actually was Space Invaders. I think we played a PC Engine version of it. We played the Game Boy Color version, which I thought was really fun. We also played an NES version, which was an unofficial, it was Japanese only actually, but it was an unlicensed game. I don't know if we've played the Super Nintendo one. Let's see. Always down to play Space Invaders. I'm a big fan. The simplicity of it and some of the ways that some of these ports have kind of reinvented it have been really great. Especially PC Engine. PC Engine actually had two versions. You can play like the arcade mode, or you can play the newer Space Invaders. Okay, so we have played the Super Nintendo one already. I just noticed here, so I marked them down as we play. Some games we'll revisit if we can, and some games we don't really need to. I'm sorry, actually, I just realized I peaked the microphone there. We don't need to play the same game again. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to play Space Invaders 91 on the Genesis. This one for sure we haven't played. We haven't played any Genesis Space Invaders game, so we'll dive into that. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It was actually made by my buddy Lucas Bell, who is a designer, a professional designer. He's done a bunch of work for me in the past, and it's awesome. I actually have some people making some custom emotes for the channel as well, and for our Discord. But I really love his work. Alright, folks. You should be able to see me. You should be able to hear the game and see the game. This is Space Invaders 91. Okay, it's official. Looks like a Madden game. Space football. Pigskin. 64. Too many streamers get busy with their setup. You appreciate the simplicity as a viewer. You imagine it as a balancing act for the streamer, but because of the business side is in mind, but ultimately it's visual entertainment. Yeah, totally. I wanted it to look good. I wanted it to stand out. I noticed that a lot of channels didn't have like a concise branding or layout. And so I wanted to do that, especially because when I first started, I used to play a lot of Link to the Past Randomizer. And if you go to the Link to the Past Randomizer community website, they have a section that says watch. And you can click play to like randomize your own version, but you can watch people. And I noticed that a lot of people had like really cool layouts, but I wanted to make it stand out, and so this was one of the conversations I had with Lucas when we were talking about the design. But ultimately, I do want to add some more complexity to the channel, but only in the form of animations and more interactive stuff where people in the moons, using moonstones and in the channel points can actually redeem stuff to make it a little like when we spin the wheel, for example. We don't have an animation or a sound effect. I'd like to do something like that, but I don't want it to be too flashy. Like my one buddy has an awesome channel, my buddy Moosebones. His hydration animation is really neat. It fills up with water his whole screen, but it doesn't like interrupt what he's doing. It's pretty cool. Just like, exactly, enhance without detracting. Exactly. It's all about subtlety, and I'm a drummer, a session drummer. I have a lot of experience with sound design. It's all about subtlety. I spent a lot of time curating bands for live shows for 5-6 years. Same thing, right? I think knowing when to do something and when not to do something is always key. This is a very different version of Space Invaders. First off, I love this Squidward looking dude at the front. I'm a huge fan of the Game Boy Color one. The Game Boy Color game does a lot of really interesting sound design stuff. I really like the NES version that we played, the Japanese unlicensed version. And the PC Engine version was completely different than this. It had weird new power-ups and all sorts of interesting stuff. This music is feeling it. It's okay, Squidward. We'll put you out of your misery. Oh shit. No. Always okay? No. I've always liked like I said, the simplicity of Space Invaders. This is First Contact right here. Apparently we thought that playing Johnny B. Good on a loudspeaker for the aliens, for about 42 aliens that just showed up for First Contact, we thought that that was the best idea. We thought that playing, "'Cause this is my United States of whatever." Welcome to Earth, it's 2022. But for some reason we're gonna play you music from a video game from 1991. Based off of music from 1958. That's humidity for you. It's not easy to get through the first stage in this one. I will say it is very easy to get through the first stage on the Game Boy Color one, but it does ramp up, and as far as I know, I think it's got like 190 or 180 levels or something like that. And I can get probably 5 5 or 6 levels in on the NES one. Same with the PC Engine one. Well, this is proving to be really tough. Got the item crusher. Okay, cool. Yes, please. Yes, there we go. First clear. Round 2, Milky Way, 3 a.m. Oh, now they're changing shit up. Subvert expectations, yeah. This is actually really neat. Very different movements than you've seen in any of the other Space Invaders games. In terms of attack patterns as well, too. That's... You got me. We missed with the laser, though. It's okay. I like it. This track, for some effed up reason, made you visualize a dude finally breaking down from that girlfriend. Running down the street, full arm movement with doves flying by, John Woo style. The last level, not this one. Not this one. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. The Johnny B. Good music I was talking about. It's amazing what music can do when used in combination, what an arrangement of noises can do when used in combination with a human mind, you know? The images it can create. Penny Blank, welcome to the stream. Are we invading the space? No, but you know what? Talk about a genius way to take this series and flip it on its head and make it incredible. Flip it on its head, you're one troop of many troops in the army that starts off invading space, and then you somehow make it through, and it's your own game fighting your way in. Fuck the hell right. That's it. $19.99 on Steam, early access. No DLC. Multiplayer mode with 32 people online at once. Bowser's an unlockable character. We win. I'm 100% down. And we'll call it Space Invaders 1992. So this is the John Woo moment. I love it. Henny, can you shout yourself that? Were you playing some Mario Kart earlier? I saw that you said that you like injured yourself because you played so much Mario Kart. I also saw that you were in a lobby. Was that legit? Did you edit that photo? You posted on Discord that you were in a lobby, and it was like you were Lemmy or Iggy Koopa or something, and then everyone was Waluigi. It was the Wallaby. The Wallaby. It looked like it was unedited. I believe that happened to you. And I believe that should not happen to anyone. Yeah, I mean, like, that's... The first stage is really, really not easy in comparison to the other ones. Did you injure yourself using the Wii wheel? No, I think Henny's doing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I just picked that one up recently too. I picked it up at... I'm surprised. A local game store had it on sale for $10 off. Which I was very surprised. It was brand new. Nintendo games usually never go on sale, but I was like, okay, I'll get this. And then for the $10 I saved, I put an extra $10 towards a $20 copy of Sega Genesis Classics, which has the 50, it's like the 50 Sega game compilation on the Switch. Really neat. A lot of fun games. It's basically worth it just for the 3 Streets of Rage games alone. but I just picked up Mario Kart 8 and I had never played it on the Wii U. My experience, you know, Mario Kart 64 I played a ton of with my cousins and friends growing up, but I don't remember the stages as much as I remember the battle mode. I spent a ton of time doing the battle mode. And then handheld Mario was really big for me, so Mario Kart DS, Mario Kart Super Circuit, and Mario Kart 7. And I feel like Mario Kart 8, just jumping into it recently, and I've only done, I've probably spent like 10 hours on it so far, so not very far. I feel like it's a really perfect blend of what Kart 64, Double Dash, because they bring the, you know, you've got multiple items. It's a really perfect blend of Kart 64, Double Dash, and Mario Kart Wii. If you look at that as like one timeline, not timeline, but like one type of Mario Kart game. And then you look at the handheld ones, you know, Super Mario Kart is in that pocket. Then you look at the handheld ones separately. You've got Super Circuit, DS, and 7. You realize that Mario Kart 8 is truly like the perfect blend between the two. It adds all the things that you want. You've got your tricks and your ability to do like extra jumps and stuff like that from Mario Kart Wii, your double items, being able to pick up 2 items and store a backup item from Double Dash. It's got the coin mechanic, which is really, really important, not in Mario Kart 64, but in the handheld games. So it's a really nice blend. The Switch one. Yeah, the Season Pass does look nuts. It's got tons of retro levels. I don't have the Season Pass, but I'm looking into it. Mario Kart on Super Nintendo is your pure pick, though. Yeah, so Super Nintendo is the one I've spent the most time with, if you look at the grand scheme of like all of the mainstream ones. But then Double Dash is after that. And I only played Mario Kart Wii like a little bit. Not much, actually, to be honest. I just know most of those courses through other games. But the handheld games, for sure, they were like go-tos. But it's, yeah, potentially like Smash Ultimate. Yeah, I could see that. When we get Nintendo Kart, we'll have Samus. And her Metroid motorcycle. Nice. Stage 3? Oh no, it's another wave. Oh. Oh shit. Damn. What's this Little Mermaid bullshit? Why was it such an underwater vibe for the game over music? Mario Kart Wii was fun when you were drinking with friends, but you never considered it capable of rewarding skill. It made everyone feel good. Yeah, I feel like there's definitely more balance. I've heard that from some people. There's definitely more balance in Mario Kart 8 or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's a lot less hand-holdy, except for, you know, the fact that it default has the auto steering turned on, which is really stupid. I feel like it shouldn't be default. Have the option. Do a little tutorial level to show people that you've got the option to change your steering options and stuff, but that threw me right off the first time I played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's kind of like playing assisted, like bowling with assisted physics, so like it could never go into the gutter. It wasn't default on the Wii U, so that's interesting. Interesting. Cyphers, what's up? Hope you're doing well. See? The Little Mermaid. Why does it sound like The Little Mermaid? Oh, I mentioned earlier that, yeah, we already played the Super Nintendo version. The Super Nintendo version is a lot like the NES version and a lot like the arcade mode option on the PC Engine version, in that it's very simplified graphics. It looks just like what you expect classic Space Invaders to look like. It doesn't have any music. It's not like this at all. They did not try on the Super Nintendo to remake Space Invaders, or like revamp it or make it modern for the time. They were like, you know what, we're going to do a good simple port. And the same thing with PC Engine, they decided to do both. They did a simple port and then they completely reinvented it. This is kind of cool though. Definitely don't remember seeing this in the stores to rent it, and my local video store had Sega Genesis games, but I don't remember seeing this one, so probably a more obscure one. Mighty Collector was saying, I like to consider Mighty Collector someone with a pretty wide breadth of knowledge when it comes to ports of games and different games in general, like retro games. And you were saying that you didn't know that there was this Sega Genesis version of this, so maybe it just wasn't advertised or a super limited release. Disco Taito doesn't advertise. Directional Joy says, I would freaking love it if you earned experience or had currency in Mario Kart. You still want tracks earned by progress, but you would dig an auto shop with Wario on standby with a wrench? Skill trees and a track editor, please. A track editor would be really neat, for sure. It'd be so simple though. Nintendo doesn't really like to give you lots of options when it comes to editing tools. They'd release like all the tools, or they'd release 10% of the tools that you'd want over the course of 6 years over DLC, you know? Instead of just being like, here's a cool ass game. I could see them doing like a Mario Kart Maker for sure. Something like that. But the skill tree idea is a really great idea. Excuse me. Wow. I think, you know, Final Fantasy X had it right with the whole sphere grid. I think skill trees are really fun. So I think that instead of our version of Space Invaders, which follows one of these little Squidward dudes becoming, you know, breaking through the wall basically and making it to Earth, or making it through to each planet, fighting waves of ships as well. Instead of calling it Space Invaders 92, we should call it Invade Spacers. That's a way better name. Invade Spacers. Mario Maker proves that it is possible. You'd be content with Super Nintendo Mario Kart tools? Absolutely. Have you... I mean, you're obviously a fan of Super Mario Kart. Have you played any Super Mario Kart ROM hacks at all? We've dabbled in a few. Hyper Street Kart was really interesting. It was basically a Street Fighter mod with custom tracks and stuff like that. Not really custom music or anything, but there's some really cool ROM hacks out there. And back in the day, in the early 2000s, I used to mess around with some tools. One was the Super Mario Bros. 2 and 3 discombobulator. So you could edit Mario 2 and 3 in a very rudimentary level. But another one was Track Edit, is what it was called, all one word. And basically what you could do is you could export the tracks, the overlaid tracks and maps of Super Mario Kart as bitmaps, edit them in MS Paint, and literally go in. What I would do is I would take like one of the ice levels and like go in and cut a section in Paint of like where there was like a hole in the ice where you could fall into the water, and just copy paste it into 5 different areas, and the game automatically, when you input it back into the game, would recognize certain colors and certain shapes as, oh, that's the thing that you can fall into. That's a border. That's something you can drive on. So a lot of people, because it was really easy to do in the early 2000s and just to be able to edit in Paint, a lot of people made Mario Kart ROM hacks where they made their own custom tracks. Really, really interesting hacks exist out there, and it just because it was a tool that was really easy. I'd like to see something like that, even if it was like a top-down view that you could just draw, and then it would turn into like a Super Nintendo style Mario Kart track. That would be incredible. That would be such a cool way for them to like implement maybe like new themes, new ideas based on other games where people can make their own Super Nintendo Mario Kart. I bet you everyone watching right now would totally play that. Mighty says, to be fair, I miss a lot for consoles I don't own. And I didn't have a Genesis until after its lifetime, but man, this cover art is completely unfamiliar. Let me look it up, I'm curious. I'm not even sure if I have Rush Pirate or Mighty Collector as VIPs on the channel, but that's gotta happen. I'm just making a note to make sure that we can do that. We just keep starting from the same thing here. Directional Joy. I don't play on PC, console only. To be clear though, I don't hold any silly fanboy alliance. It's just what you know, how you grew up. Nice. There's ways to play things with flash carts on console as well too. And the Mister as well. Lots of cool options these days. Okay, let's just focus. This is my United States of whatever. Hey Chuck, it's your cousin. I think I found that sound you've been looking for. America! Fuck yeah! Exactly. Oh, son of a... Okay, we'll give it one more shot then. I think we'll spin the wheel. Come on. We got this. We don't need no Squidwards, let them motherfuckers burn. Shit. I tried. Slug, I'm not trying. I'm just gonna finish off this coffee in this coffee pot here. Just a second. It does totally. It totally kind of sounds like knockoff Sonic music for sure. It's just because of the vibe. It's like forward-moving, like upbeat, funky music on the Sega Genesis soundtrack. It totally has that vibe. I could see that in a Sonic game for sure. A Sonic fan game. Totally. It's the doom 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 doom. It's got that total vibe. I love it. This is like the knockoff Doom music. It's It's more like not even close to Doom music. Shitballs. Okay, this is it. This is our last credit. Shit. There's no way. We were screwed because, yeah, we were screwed either way on the left. The Little Mermaid. Okay, we're gonna... we're gonna spin this wheel. Let's do it. Let's see what other space games are out there in space. We're spinning it. It's gonna land on game number 206, which is... a big, fat, juicy... What? Are you kidding me? Space Invaders 91. So the first time we spun this, or the last time we spun this, it actually went to Space Invaders on Super Famicom. And then I was like, well, okay, well right here, we might as well just play Space Invaders 91. And then we spun the wheel, and of all the 750 games we have here, it landed on the game we're literally playing. Run it again. Okay, I'll do one more attempt of it. One more attempt with the 3 credits. Why not? That's fair. The universe is trying to tell me something, maybe. Who knows? You dig this trap. Exactly. Maybe the universe is like, don't give up, Johnny. Do it for Squidward. So which direction are we headed? We'd be heading Squidward. Wait, what? Oh, I love that laughing Kafka emote. You can hear that one. We've got lots of laugh sound effects as well. Command SFX. Anyone can use sound effects. We got 64 of them. Just make sure you do !S and then a space and then type in the command. Oh. Damn. Why are they such close quarters now? No. Shit. I'll do it live. Have I played Majestic 12? What? Wait, what the hell? What's Majestic 12? Oddly also called Super Space Invaders 91? What is happening? What kind of alternate universe have we stumbled upon? Have you played Super Space Invaders 91 7 Remake on PlayStation 4? Wow. That's ridiculous. What? I somehow did that without seeing it. We beat it. What I always remember about it is that there's a level called cattle mutilation. Wait, what? And you're saving cows from being abducted by aliens, and that's specifically in the game Majestic 12, also known as Super Space Invaders 91. Oh my god. Wow. They were just like, anything about aliens. They're like, oh, we got a shitty game about aliens. Let's just slap that name on it. Majestic 12 totally sounds like a fantasy ripoff of the Magnificent Seven. What? What's this guy doing over here, dude? I see you. Yeah. Get out of here, man. Wow, this is actually pretty cool. It's the first time I've seen this in a Space Invaders game. The whole wind, the concept of the wind, where it pulls you to one side. This is a win-win situation. Come on, it's a wind-wind. Oh, shit. What? Oh, we could have made it. Damn save states. You're saving my ass, save states. And then you're loading my ass. And then you're saving my ass. And then you're crashing my emulator because it... Well, screw that. We're spinning it. Spinning the wheel. Don't got time for this. You're saying that Super Space Majestic 12 is named after a supposed government agency that deals with UFOs. Interesting. You know what? How about we don't spin the wheel and we just play the game that is number 12. Majestic 12. Let's do that. Okay, and 12 is... Interesting. Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Crossroads of Time. I think we've played this one already, so we're going to spin it. We're going to spin it to win it. We have already played that. It's sort of like a cinematic platformer, like Prince of Persia, sort of. And you play as some of the characters from Deep Space Nine. It's not bad. It's not my favorite Star Trek game. If I had to pick one, I kind of like the deck simulator game, but it's like really, that's a slow burn for sure. Definitely. All right, we're spinning, and it's going to land on game number 44. Game 44 is Astro Warrior on the Sega Master System. Never heard of it before? Let's check it out. The last Sega Master System game that we played was the very first original Double Dragon, which was neat. Especially because we played it a couple games before it. We played Double Dragon 1 on the NES. Okay, here we go. Astro Warrior. on the Sega Master System up next. Stick around. Oh, okay. So yeah, a lot of the like black box games on the NES. There's like a whole series of like early games that came out on the NES that came with a black box, and they all kind of have a similar graphic design to them. This is part of like a similar series on the Sega Master System, which had like white boxes and like very thin blue lines creating a grid in the background, and that's part of a series. I guess you can call it like the grid box series. I don't know what you'd call it, but this is part of that same series. So it's early in the Sega Master System's lifespan. I didn't really know anyone growing up with a Sega Master System, and it wasn't until I went into university and met some friends that grew up with one and a few other systems and stuff. But it's a really cool system. Game Gear games, there's a lot of games on the Master System that were just straight up ported to the Game Gear. So sort of how Super Nintendo games just got straight up ported to the GBA, or NES games could get straight up ported to the Game Boy Color, or, you know, downgraded a little bit for the Game Boy. That's sort of a similar relationship between the Master System and the Game Gear. Mighty says, never played that DS9 game, but you'll have to check it out sometime. Yeah, so I've actually never watched Deep Space Nine. I've only ever watched the Next Generation and original Star Trek. I'm a much bigger fan of Next Generation. A lot of people have recommended Deep Space Nine. Some people have recommended Voyager, but I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the series in general. The thing I like about the Next Generation the most is that it's really centered in morality a little bit. Like, there's some offshoot episodes, but the idea is that it's centered in morality as opposed to the original series. But yeah, TNG's great. Directional saying, I knew a rich kid with a Master System. You waited years later. Oh, I see. You waited, and then years later, Toe Jam and Earl tempted you. Mighty says, oh yeah, I love Deep Space Nine. Interesting. So I also rewatched The Orville recently as a fan of the Next Generation. I really, really like that. Even though I'm not a huge fan of Seth MacFarlane, I really like the characters in The Orville, and I'm excited for the next season. It'll be pretty neat. Let's load it up. Interesting. Okay. You know that Paramount Plus has the Star Trek content. But where's Deep Space Nine streaming? I think maybe Netflix. Netflix has TNG right now. That's where I've been recently watching it. Okay, here we go. This is Astro Warrior. 1986. Let's go. I like the font. Oh, nice. You have all the DVDs. Right on. Another shmup. Oh, interesting. I like that the bullets are small and some of the enemies are small too. Makes it for a challenge for sure. We're in the world of shmups. We've been playing lots of them. Definitely Thunder Force stands out. Why the fuck does this sound like the Canadian national anthem? That's weird. As a Canadian, that weirds me out. Oh, hydrate. Thank you, thank you. Dun, 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 dun. That's so funny. Thanks for the hydrate. Welcome to the Galaxy Zone. We played a bunch of shmups. Maybe we're getting good at shmups. Maybe we're getting good at shmups. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Definitely Thunder Force 1 was awesome. What was the other one that we played? We played it earlier today. I'm trying to remember the name, so just on the tip of my tongue. Oh, Space. It was what we started with today. Space Megaforce on the Super Nintendo by Toho. That was fantastic. It was a really cool one. This is not bad considering, like, I mean, if you grew up with a Master System and you consider, like, your options for sort of 8-bit vibe arcade shooters like this. This is a nice addition to, like, the Galaga Galaxian world. Smart to keep the DVDs. Digital's a convenience, while permanent is real. Collector says, I only saw the Master System in a store once around here. Things pop up so infrequently here, though. I own the majority of Master System items that you've seen in person. Is there a game that stands out to you that you really like? One that I absolutely liked was Deep Duck Trouble, which is sort of like a spiritual successor / sequel to the DuckTales games on NES. Not made by Capcom, though. But basically the story is that Scrooge realizes that one of the treasures that he took in his previous adventure was cursed, and he, like, blowed it up like a balloon. And then he was like, Donald, you need to go back to these places that I went to and return these treasures instead of going to find them. And then you play as Donald. Has similar mechanics. You don't have the cane, but it has similar mechanics in terms of how you, like, can kick enemies or kick, like, rocks forward to slide towards enemies and stuff like that instead of using the cane. But if you're a fan of DuckTales NES or DuckTales 2 NES, I definitely recommend checking it out. I believe it's on Master System and Game Gear. We played and beat it on stream. I would definitely play it again. Deep Duck Trouble. Well, you're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. Feeling it, feeling it, feeling it. There we go. Maybe we are getting good at shmups. What the hell is happening? Sold to the Space Devil. Another reason you go physical is poor internet. You can only stream in low quality. Destroy Zanoni. Well, what if I want to collaborate with Zanoni on any track? I like Zanoni's bass lines, you know? Why do we gotta be so fucking aggro? Listen to those bass lines. It's back to this is my United States of whatever. It doesn't matter. That's the whole vibe, eh? Is just to have like upbeat blues, basically blues rock music, punk music. This game makes you think of Guardian Legend. Interesting. I don't think I've played it, but I've listened to the soundtrack before on NES. It mixed overhead adventuring on foot with overhead ship shooting segments. A shame it never got a sequel, though. Huh. Velocity 2X would be the closest thing. I don't think I know either of those. You think you figured out an idea for a collaboration stream? Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely down. For Sundays, I usually would have to stream from like 5 p.m. Pacific onward. Like, that's when I'd have to start. But definitely down to set something up like that for sure. I remember, okay, so you have an idea that's different from what I was talking about last with you then, Lois, with the idea of suggesting like 5 games from a console. You let me know. If it's different than that too, I'm interested. Just shoot me a message on the old Discordio. Speaking of Discord, it looks like I'm going to be doing way more Discord streams as well, like more cartoon streams, as well as the randomizer itch.io stuff that I've been wanting to do, and some Steam games that just don't really work well on Twitch. Well, now they've integrated text chat into our streaming channel, so in the Moon Space Zone, if you go to Ground Control, that's where we normally stream. Sometimes on Saturday mornings we'll stream classic cartoons on Shuffle. We'll play all sorts of cool stuff. itch.io games, Shattered Pixel Dungeon, which is a roguelike dungeon crawler. But we're going to start doing more Discord-only streams as well, in combination with our Twitch streams. I feel like sometimes you have a little more control when you're streaming stuff on Discord. So I actually had a few games that were sort of like this on the NES growing up. Airwolf? No, was it Airwolf? Might have been Airwolf. There was another one that was sort of the same vibe, where you could shoot forward, and if there was an enemy in front of you, it would hit it. But also, if there was something beneath you, it would also hit it if it was in front of you, like this. There's some games that make you have to drop a bomb, like, and time it so that it lands on the stuff beneath you, but I've never really been a fan of that specific control scheme. Where, like, if you press B, then you drop a bomb. Or in this case, the 2 button, because it's 1 and 2. Giving it an honest shot. We'll probably spin the wheel in just a second here. Yeah, let's do it. Let's spin it. Change it up. Sometimes we're just spinning constantly, and sometimes we stay on a game for a while. That's just how it happens. Alright, it's spun and it's landing on 425, so let's check that out. 425. 425 is Starflight on the Genesis. Let's check it out. Mighty Collector saying, this reminds me of, reminds me a little of B-Wings on the Famicom. Nice. I don't think I played that one. It's got to be Japanese only. Thanks for your patience, folks. Let's check this out. Let's see what it is. It's telling me here that it's a simulation RPG. I'm kind of interested. EA Games. It's in the game. Oh shit, guys! You all signed up for Starfleet. I think I might have written it down wrong, guys. The fuck is Starflight? Where am I? This summer, one man signs up for the wrong academy. I always had trouble pronouncing things, especially when writing them down. Who knew that this was gonna totally send me on a wild space adventure? Starring Jeff Goldblum as the Cosmic Nebula Ghost, who we reveal at the end is the hero's father. Whoops. Shit. We can do that again, right? Oh, nope. Perfect. If you would like to name our captain, this is your chance, folks. What's this character called? It's 420 moonstones if you want to name a character, but you can do it for free. Whatever people pop in the chat. First come, first serve. Oh, keep them coming, Gleep Glop. Keep them coming. Daryl's got enough points. He needs to spend them. Thanks for that. My daddy always told me not to trust a man what's made of gas. What? Are you telling me that I can only Gleep Glow? Are you telling me I can only Gleep Glow? That's disappointing. I'm sorry. We're here in space. It's pretty realistic. We get to pick a door. So, oh god, these new gendered bathrooms. Okay, file, vitality, nothing. Race, nothing. Durability, nothing. Okay, we have no personnel. I gotcha. Let's add. Let's add a personnel. Okay. No. How do I go back? So this one's going to be named Dunk, as in Dunk Nukem. Dunk Nukem. Mister, you're sending my kids to college. Ooh. Is Dunk a human, a Velox, a Thrin, an Eldwan? No, sorry, an Elowan or an android? Of course, an android. Here we go. We just rolled ourselves a stat sheet. Name should be fart related. Dunk. A fart could be called a dunk. What does this stream devolve to? I'm sorry, I got it. I just made a quick dunk. I know it was really rude. Wow. Fart related. Daddy always said you can't trust a man that's made of gas. Just keep sleeping back. Mr. Show is fantastic. If you haven't seen Mr. Show, you gotta check it out. It's so good. That's from a skit called The Space Racist. We'll just leave it at that. Okay, we're synthetic. We've got 20 medicine, 0 communications because androids can't communicate it. They forgot my mouth. Engineering, 150 navigation, and 50 science because, you know, I don't want to give myself too much science. It's a little bit much. Okay, we'll assign Dunk. Dr. Dunk. Calling Dr. Dunk. Okay, where do we... Can we add someone else? Feel free to throw names in here. That's what it was. It was racist in the year 3000. No. How do I go back? Something fart related? Oh no, I gotta go back. I don't know what I'm doing playing this game here. There we go. How about Boofer? Boofer. Sounds like a fart. Okay. Boofer's gonna be a Thrin. Ooh, really bad roll. A reptilian Thrin. Oh, that's not a good idea. I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. You're gonna be the science officer. Oh, yeah. Dr. Dunk. How about just that? Train and communications. Wow, it's like Monster Rancher. Alright. So that... we figured it out. That wasn't the bathroom. Maybe we can just flush right here. See the handle? Nope. He's like, guys, I really thought this was going to be like Star Trek. What the hell, man? Did anyone check out... No, I haven't seen that. I have not. Okay, let's go into the Stonecutter's room. Who controls the interstellar? Who opens space portals into hell? We doom. We doom. What do I do? Message directory, bon voyage. You're about to embark on your first mission. In your bank account, you'll find the amount of 50,000 monetary units. I've already been spending it. This money is to be spent training your crew, configuring your ship, and purchasing any necessary materials. Of course, you may wish to leave some portion of this in the bank. At this stage of the operation, our primary goal is to gather information consequently. Your objectives are... I sound like a robot now. Seek out and explore strange new worlds. Oh god, don't rip it off. Establish contact with any sentients, capture and bring back non-sentient life forms, record alien life form data, bring back alien artifacts, bring back any valuable minerals. We suggest, however, that you avoid the area of space around the coordinates 13584, since that's where we lost contact with 2 of our earlier ships. Okay, we're going to go specifically to 13584. Thanks, Stonecutters. Silence, Earthling. My name is Darth Vader. I'm an extraterrestrial from the planet Vulcan. Classic. Space hell, what a smell. How many Quaaludes do you start with? Or Quatloods? How many Quatinoids? Well, we have 20.0 Indirium. Hell yeah, we're gonna name it. What's the name of our ship? Quatlude. Well, I screwed up. Spelled it wrong. Follow me at twitch.tv/Quatlude. I only play pen and paper games, and I also don't know the rules of any pen and paper games. Oh, guess what happened? Controller died. The wrong controller died. Oh, I can't Indirium anymore. It just keeps devolving. Okay, I'll hydrate. If you got any Quatludes, drink them. TV? Ship. TV? Ship. TV. Ship. Is this a game? I can't tell. Trade depot. Molybdenum. Magnesium. Aluminum. Promethium. Whining orb. Hell yeah, let's buy it all. That's okay, we'll buy the flat device. Rodnium. Dennis Rodnium. Why can't I? Interesting. Not sure how the controls work, to be perfectly honest. Zinc, come back! Come back, Zinc! You can't live in a world without zinc. Wow, this really does suck. Oh, it's because we don't have a full crew. We need a full crew. We just need a couple more people, folks. Okay, Rodnium is our new. I think we need 3 more people. Although one of them is a reptilian, so they don't have to be people per se. Done. A Velox. An insectoid. Rodnium, the insectoid out of retirement. We all knew he was an insectoid the whole time. He's our engineer. Okay, we need communications and navigator. Alright. Action Sting. Slow motion elderly walking. How about Sting? Like from the police. He just exists in this universe. He's just part of our crew. He's kind of a dick though. But you gotta have a dick character, you know? He's mammalian. Just don't stand so close to him. You'll be fine. He's our navigator though. Eesh. Dark sunglasses. Okay, one more. How about just somebody named G? Oh my god, I can't even pick G. That's so embarrassing. Just somebody named G. There we go. Eloan, a plant named G. You can be the communications officer. How about that? Okay, done. Get me out of here, and then now we can leave. Giant steps are what you take when you're walking on the moon. On the moon, on the moon. Does this game suck as much as I expected? Whoa. What the fuck? Interesting. Oh, you literally like lock out of orbit. That's kind of neat. It's got a really interesting control. Flying to the nearest sun. I'll do that in a sec. I want to see if I can like interact with this planet. Communications. Hail. There's no one to hail. Communications. Rain. Yeah, here I'll send a distress signal just to be a dick about it. Does this now look a different area? It's not. Fly into the nearest sun so you can communicate with the ultimate gas beings. What do you mean report to operations? What the fuck are you talking about? Report to operations to evaluate. What the fuck are you talking about? We've been fined. What? Captain and crew of any vessel invoking emergency distress call shall be liable for all costs incurred by Interstel Corp. As a result of rescue operation initiated on behalf of said crew, you've been fined 20,000 monetary units. Alright, so you want kids to play? Alright, so hold on a second. Little kid's like 8 years old, he's got a fucking Sega Genesis. And you want the kid to play a game and they get immediately fined more money than they have, and then it's like, hey kids, get ready for real life. Nope. Babylon at it again. They just can't help themselves. God damn it, eh? That's funny. Okay, we're spinning it. I got you. I hear you. I hear what's going on. We're gonna play something else. That's okay. We ain't done. Can't end on this note. 209. What is game number 209? Ooh, it is a Super Mario World ROM hack called the Dimensional Rift. We're in. Stick around. Just gonna use the washroom and I'll be right back. Thanks for sticking around, everybody. I appreciate it. Okay, I'll be right back. Yo, great title screen. This is made by Mercury Penny in 2014. What the heck? One second. Oh, it actually might not work. Interesting. So it's not that my controller is not being recognized. It's the rift, dude. It's the dimensional rift. Yep, we're gonna have to spin the wheel again. Oh my god. All that build up for nothing. So if you're watching this VOD and you clicked on the Super Mario World part, joke's on you. Game number 732. 732. Boom, boom. Come on, load for me. Ooh. Rye-Star on the Game Gear. Interesting. Okay. Let's check it out. I think we might have tried Rye-Star before on stream. I've played it before. Thanks for the hydrate. I appreciate it. I'm really intrigued. Rye-Star is a super fun game. Basically sort of like a Sonic knockoff in terms of the visual aesthetic. It looks like Dynamite Heady, that sort of thing, which we've played. Just take a second here. Of course it's in the list because it's got Star in the name. Yeah, Rye-Star the Shooting Star on Game Gear.
Oh my! This is one wild situation!
Alright, let's do this. So I've definitely played the Genesis version before, but I've never played this. This looks actually really good for a Game Gear version. Or a Game Gear port. And pretty awesome. If this came out in '95, You have to think about other Game Boy games in '95. Game Boy Color. Pretty cool stuff. Or is it the controller that doesn't work? Why? Why would that be doing this? Okay, just 1 second. Controller was working and all of a sudden it's not working. Doesn't make any sense. It was just that doesn't make any sense at all. I don't get this. I'm gonna try something. Come on. There we go. Let's just see if this works. Serious music. Yes. Every once in a while something needs a restart, but that's okay. Here we go. There we go. Here we go. Not inspired by Sonic at all. So yeah, the whole mechanic is you can stretch your arms out. You're like this shooting star, and you can grab onto things and launch yourself forward. You can pick up enemies and throw them. So it works really well on the Genesis. And you can do stuff like this. Got the asparagus. You can extend your hands into holes and find secrets. I don't know if that is the right way to go about it, but that's pretty funny. I remember you could do that in the original game. In the Genesis one. Oh shit. Is it too loud music-wise? Let me know. Oh. So I don't want to fall on the lower path. I want to keep going this way. Oh, secrets. Maybe not. Sorry. Ba-dum-dum. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Oh, shit. So yeah, the Game Gear and the Master System, you know, not quite 8-bit, not quite 16-bit. 12-bit? I like the aesthetic, though. And the sound chip's pretty cool. I wish I had a Game Gear, a working Game Gear at the moment. It'd be really neat. I have my original Game Boy, though. The original OG. The gray brick. Okay. Interesting. You reckon it's hard to find one in good condition? Oh, definitely. Well, because, you know, people took them everywhere with them. You need to learn how to recap them. What do you mean by recap them? Like, go in and basically fix them? This is pretty neat. I mean, it's not perfect, and the Genesis version is much better. But for Rystar on the go, it's pretty neat. I like that you can grab enemies and use them to get like forward momentum. It's kind of a neat mechanic. Whoop, 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 whoop. You have a blue one that needs it, but yeah, okay, you have to replace the capacitors, that's what you mean by recapping them. To also fix the screen and the sound. Gotcha. Are they known? Like the screen and the speakers are known to break the most? Are those the most common issues? Okay. Area clear. Neat. Neat. What the hell happened? How did we die? Hey. Okay. We can bring this with us. Well, the game's not as intuitive as the Genesis counterpart, but also I've been streaming for almost another 3.5 hours. We did like a 4-hour stream earlier, so we're hitting on almost 8 hours at this point. I'm going to be doing some more Dragon Quest tomorrow on the NES. We're continuing from where we left off. Part 5 of our playthrough. Currently really the only game besides Pokemon Legends Arceus that we're playing in full on stream. I've been really enjoying these though, the retro roulettes, discovering new games, playing a lot of really fun ones today, a lot of shmups. And I would not have been disappointed with this as a kid. If I had this on Game Gear, I would have played the hell out of this for sure. It kind of, at moments, you know, it's obviously inspired by Sonic, but at moments it kind of reminds me of that McDonald's game, which is not good, but I definitely, the Treasure game on Genesis, but I definitely have a lot of just memories playing it. A lot of banked hours on that one. But it also reminds me of, like, at times, there's a little bit of a Wario Land vibe. Just at times. I can definitely spend a lot of time playing this one. But I'm thinking about, yeah, I'll probably take a break, and then we'll be live again tomorrow. I'll be doing some Dragon Warrior. If you're watching on YouTube, this is part 12. I'll see you in part 13 of sci-fi and space theme games. It was a lot of fun. We're going to raid somebody, so stick around. And I want to also say thank you to Directional Joy for the follow, and to Bent130 for the raid earlier, and to Itarama for the raid earlier. And Bent, perfect timing. I've never ever seen that happen before where you raided Havoc, RDM Havoc, and we raided. I was chatting on one computer, and then I had my dashboard open on another computer, and we got raided again by Bent130. I want to do another shout out to Bent. Also, shout out to Surfins as well. Thanks for hanging out. Making sure I'm hydrated, that's important. This was fun. We had a lot of really interesting, like, discoveries here over the stream. So, really, really fun stuff. Yeah, I will see everyone tomorrow in the next part, but we're going to raid somebody. Who is playing what? And what is playing who? Who? Oh, the Fenris Wolf is streaming right now. Let's go raid Fen. Let's do it. Doing some retro. Don't know for how long, but he's been doing some late night streams recently. Member of the Discord, fun streamer, plays a lot of cool roguelikes and retro games and some modern indie stuff. Just generally all around good folk. So let's go hang out over there. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. I will see you in my Discord. If you aren't a member, feel free to join, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.